How's it going, guys? So, Mortal Kombat. I saw the teaser when it came out like about a month ago, and I was very unimpressed by it. And now the new trailer, it dropped, I believe, yesterday. So I got around to watching it today, and I figured I'd share my thoughts. Holy, it does not look good. I'm just gonna tell you right there. I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. A lot of people probably right now are going to type comments saying, "What the fuck you talking about? It looks amazing." No, it doesn't. I'm going to be just really perfectly clear. The movie from the 90s was so much fun, so much magic, and people will accuse me of nostalgia. Oh, you're just remembering your childhood memories. Is there anything wrong with that? I'm just saying that this movie is just taking Mortal Kombat and just making it so super serious and like trying to make like, oh, there's all this mystical lore and everything like that. And even the game developers didn't even take the series that serious. It's a classic franchise. It's a great franchise. But this is just like a direction where the movie just it doesn't need to be this. I know that people have always whined, oh, they don't take the source material seriously. And that may be true sometimes. But this is just like to the point where it's just cheesy, but not fun cheesy. See, there's cheesy bad and cheesy good. And this is cheesy bad. I'm sorry to say, but, you know, you've got a bunch of no-name actors. There's no problem there because it's like, okay, well, you don't want to see Tom Cruise playing, you know, Sub-Zero or something like that. Yeah, I get it. But, first of all, they're adding in a new character called Cole Young. And this character is not even in the video games. But he just, you know, they're throwing in, like, a generic character, basically. And everyone else looks fine, like the new Liu Kang and everything. He looks pretty good. I think the one from the 90s looked better. We have Sonya in there. There's no Johnny Cage. You do have Kano. And I gotta say, though, I am just not really too enthusiastic about this film. It's just, there's nothing there that really makes me excited. I know a lot of people are gonna like totally just mark the fuck out because Scorpion said, "Get over here." Oh man, he said the line from the game. Like, okay, big deal. He didn't even say that in the 90s movie, and it was still just a fun-filled thrill ride, to say the least. I mean, seriously, that was my favorite video game movie until Detective Pikachu came out. And then the Sonic the Hedgehog movie came and beat that. But until then, this movie from Mortal Kombat from 1995 was like the undefeated video game movie champion. And this movie's coming around. And, you know, I get it. It's been a while since there's been a new Mortal Kombat movie. The last one was Annihilation, which was total shit. And I get it, you know, they're trying to bring in some of the characters from that one. You know, that they had like Jax and everything that weren't in the original film. You know, they were in Annihilation, but they were like totally bastardized and like ruined by that terrible movie and its terrible direction, its terrible production, and its terrible existence, period. But this film, while better, it doesn't have any charm to it. There's no charm. And Mortal Kombat thrives on charm. No one, you know, got into Mortal Kombat because it was, ooh, this is super gritty, you know, Japanese lore-ish type of stuff. It's so mystical and alluring. No. People liked it because it was violent, because it was funny. In the arcade, people used to laugh at the silly, over-the-top fatalities, the big bloodbath of it all. It was fun, and it didn't take itself too seriously. And here comes this movie, and it's just like, I am Sub-Zero. Like, yeah, okay, we know you're Sub-Zero there, fella, because you're the one wearing the blue. The blue ninja is Sub-Zero. So great that you had to introduce that to the world. How was it that Sub-Zero was, like, in the movie in the 90s, and he didn't have to announce who he is to know who he is? And really looking at it, like, I noticed they're trying to, like, really kind of trick out the look and everything, and I don't know. I just think the costumes were fine in the 90s movie. And I know there's a lot of people going to say, oh, this technology now is amazing. And I agree. Like, things have come a long way, but they've also CGI'd things to total fuck, where there is just no charm in it anymore. There's nothing man-made about it anymore, where it really feels like people got their hands dirty making this movie. And you really got that from the Mortal Kombat film. Like, building the sets and everything, and just making things look all cool and just, like, otherworldly. And you don't get that. It just... I'm looking at this trailer, and everything just looks very, like, clean and put together, and everything's in place. It doesn't look like the Mortal Kombat universe. It just looks like a processed Hollywood film. Just, I'm very unimpressed by this. So, you know, it's coming out on HBO Max, April 16th. I think I'll probably watch it and review it. I'm intrigued by it. But I don't really think that this is going to be anything great like people are saying. It may be passable. Now, I don't think it's going to be terrible, but I don't think it's really going to be that great. I think it's going to be like a bad movie, or at best subpar. And I know people will probably be coming back to this video for years saying, oh, you're fucking stupid, it was awesome. Because people will probably just force themselves to like this because it's the newest and the latest. And, you know, basically people have accepted this mentality because they listen to people like the Nostalgia Critic and many others believing that somehow, some way, 90s movies are outdated and bad, and the 90s was all about making bad movies and stuff. And those people, they're just kind of moronic, to say the least. And, you know, because that's the way how I see a lot of people talk now online. They make like all these films that came out from their childhood. Oh, they were just bad. We were just too young to realize it. No, you just lost all sense of taste. That's all it is, basically. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, looks like there was effort put in this film. A lot of effort. But it's not really what I'm looking for. So this is more like, you know, if you like it, then fine, enjoy it. But I don't really think that this is really anything to get too excited about. Where it's like people are making this out to be like it's going to be like one of the best video game movies ever. Don't see that happening. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think this is going to be good? What did you think of the original first 90s Mortal Kombat film from 1995? Did you like it as much as I did? Because I really do love that movie, and it holds such a special place in my heart. And it was also like, it was the first really violent movie that I got to watch, and it was great. And let me know what you think down in the comments below. Or do you think it is going to be a bust, like I kind of think it's going to be? Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell so you get all notifications when I post all my new videos. I want to thank all my patrons for your continued support, and thanks again, guys. I'll see you next time.